When exploring America's obsession with fried foods, it's no surprise that one of the best choices is Kentucky Fried Chicken. When it comes to crispy fried chicken, no one does it as good as KFC. But you can't ask for the recipe because they keep it under lock and key. From the wings and chicken strips to snacker sandwiches, this famous chicken brand offers all that you need for a finger-licking experience. One moment, it's a living chicken. The next, it's a delicious delicacy in your mouth. Join us as we find out how Kentucky Fried Chicken is made in the factories. Before we embark on this interesting process, let's take a moment to appreciate the legacy of KFC. Known as one of the most famous fast food chains, Kentucky Fried Chicken started in 1930 when Colonel Harlan Sanders, an entrepreneur, bought a roadside motel in Kentucky and started selling fried chicken. Sanders came up with the secret recipe, and during the Great Depression, he patented the pressure cooking method that he used for his chicken. Soon, he had perfected the unique blend of 11 herbs and spices, which is still being used in all the KFC restaurants today. Now, KFC has over 24,000 locations in more than 145 countries and territories. Behind the success of KFC is its secret recipe, which the company keeps closely guarded. This is what makes the KFC chicken special. All their fried chickens are made with 11 herbs and spices. A copy of the recipe, which is signed by Sanders, is stored in a vault in the headquarters of KFC in Louisville. This also has 11 separate vials of the ingredients. To maintain secrecy, KFC works with 2 different firms to formulate the blend. Each firm is given a different half of the recipe, so they never know what the complete recipe is. No one knows what the actual recipe for Kentucky Fried Chicken is, although the nephew of Colonel Sanders claimed that the 11 spices are salt, thyme, basil, oregano, celery salt, black pepper, dry mustard, paprika, garlic salt, ground ginger, and white pepper. With the original recipe, KFC tastes the same around the world, but how does KFC make its chicken? The first step for KFC is to source its ingredients from quality suppliers. KFC gets its chicken from farms in the US, UK, and Ireland. All the chickens are inspected by the USDA for quality before they are sent to the kitchens for production. The chickens are also free of added hormones and steroids and are raised without antibiotics. Even in the KFC factory, the chickens are inspected by the cooks one by one. The birds have ample space to move around, with access to clean water and a balanced diet. They are carefully raised and monitored for optimal growth. The farmers also have expertise in poultry farming and choose specific breeds known for their tender and juicy meat. KFC works with farmers who follow recognized welfare standards. This ensures that all their consumers get the best. As for the 11 herbs and spices blend, this has been from the same specialized supplier since 1940, ensuring the same quality over decades. KFC ingredients are obtained from a global network of suppliers that meet specific requirements. This approach ensures that KFC gets access to a consistent and high-quality supply of ingredients. Now that the ingredients have been sourced, the cooks are provided with all that they need to start producing chicken. Cooks at KFC don't even know the actual recipe. They are simply given seasoning packets without labels and cook based on what is provided to them. The chickens are expertly butchered and separated into different cuts like wings, breasts, thighs, and drumsticks. After cutting, the chickens are inspected by the chefs and then marinated in the secret blend of 11 herbs and spices. Marinating it will give you the unmistakable taste of KFC. After being marinated in the factory, they are sent to the kitchen where the magic will happen. The cooks will carefully coat each piece of chicken with a specially formulated batter. This locks in the flavor of the chicken. For more, this process is done by hand. After the manual mixing, the mechanical mixer takes care of the rest. After mixing the chicken and the herbs and spices, the next step is to bread the chicken. The chicken is coated in bread, which also includes wheat flour, dehydrated garlic, and modified milk ingredients. Breading the chicken is done by dipping the chicken in cold water. The first step will help the flour stick to the chicken. Next, the cooks would coat the chicken in a flour and spice mix. They will also fold the chicken over, scooping the flour underneath it to make sure that it is fully breaded. This method was done after years of trial and error at KFC. The excess on the chicken is shaken off in a rocker basket. Now, the cooks at KFC are ready to fry the chicken. The chicken is fried in a pressure fryer until it's golden brown. The pressure fryer ensures the flavor of the chicken is retained over time. Colonel Sanders came up with this method, which he used to perfect the recipe and process of KFC chicken. In the United States, KFC uses low linolenic soybean oil to fry its chicken. This is a healthier alternative to oils high in trans fat. In Canada, the restaurants use canola oil. Meanwhile, Japanese KFC restaurants are cottonseed and corn oil. This might cause slight variations in taste depending on the country where you're eating your KFC. After they are fried, the chicken is taken from the fryer to your plates or into the buckets to be delivered to your home. Crispy on the outside and soft on the inside, that's the balance of KFC. Throughout its supply chain, KFC ensures quality control. This not only ensures that all their products taste the same, but also gives their consumers the best quality. The brand has a quality assurance department and hires food technologists to audit food safety. All the employees are trained in food hygiene and safety. Each stage of cooking is handled by different chefs, so there's no contamination between raw and finished products. The chefs must wash their hands before any stage of food preparation. KFC uses technology to ensure quality and food safety. For instance, they use vacuum packaging sterilization technology and high temperature and high pressure steam sterilization technology to prepare the raw materials. Today, people all around the world enjoy the globally famous chicken, which follows the same process across 24,000 stores. If you're in another country, you can be sure that it's the same process, recipe, and 11 herbs and spices used to fry crispy chicken from KFC. The recipe has been the same for over 60 years, and KFC does not plan to make any changes soon. After all, why mess with perfection?